take a look at our day-to-day lives, one thing that we all experience from time to time, and that is pain. Now let's just take a moment to think, why do we experience pain? What is it that brings pain in our life? Anyone? It's different for everybody. So I just want to hear what we think that causes pain in my life.
Physical pain.
Physical pain. Okay.
Seeing somebody in pain.
Seeing someone in pain causes pain.
Pain from grief.
Pain for grief. Then expectations, yes, causes pain. When we worry about somebody, that causes pain. But most importantly is when people who we love dearly don't do what we expect them to do, brings the most pain. When things don't happen according to what we anticipate is what causes the pain all the times. We want everyone, every situation to go according to what I think is right. But when it doesn't go exactly the way I anticipate or I think it should go, that causes constant pain. Now think about it. Is there anyone in this world that does not go through pain? Everyone has some sort of pain. So to think that if things go exactly the way I want, I will be pain-free is not right. Life is unpredictable. And we are going to go through ups and downs in this beautiful journey of life. So, how can I stay pain-free? That is the question that we need to ask ourselves. We are constantly thinking that if the other people change, and they do exactly the way I feel is right, then I will be pain-free. So others don't change and I'm never pain-free. And it's a constant struggle, an ongoing saga of our lives. So when we experience pain, that gives rise to frustration, anger, worry, stress, tension, and negativity. All of these things start to radiate out of our body and mind when we are in pain. Many times we use this line, I love you, but you hurt me, isn't it? You are the cause of my pain, but I love you. Think about it. Love and hurt cannot exist at the same time. Just like light and darkness cannot exist at the same time. When we are in love, when we say truly we love and care for somebody, then hurt cannot exist. It's like disease and health can't go side by side. Either you're healthy or you're diseased, but it's one or the other. So when we are living with pain, we start to deplete energy. We start to weaken our mind and body. And we age faster. And let me explain this in a different way. Think that if if I try to break this phone with my hand and I hit it hard many times, I'll hurt my hand. Now my hand is already hurt, and now with that painful hand, I am trying to do something as little as holding a paper cup. Even holding that light paper cup will cause pain. Yes? Why? Why is it? Because it's already hurt. My hand is already hurting, and now I'm trying to hold a paper cup. It will cause pain. Even the possible becomes impossible when this got into pain. Similar thing happens with our mind. When small little situations take place in our life, when there are conflicts with people and situations, then our mind is experiencing pain from small things. So it's weakening every day. And then when it's radiating pain and it's weakened, now that weakened mind is faced with a small challenge in life. Guess what? Similarly, it will not be able to handle that smallest challenge, and we go into more pain, more worry, more sadness, more anxiety, more tension. Is that right? So how do we change? How do we become pain-free?
So we don't hurt ourselves.
This is where yoga comes into place. That it gives us the tool to create that higher knowledge, that higher understanding how to live life every day so that we don't accumulate pain. And only love and divinity and inner strength flows through our minds and body. This yogic knowledge is a manual to live human life on a daily basis, pain-free, disease-free, trauma-free. So most of the times what we want to do is we are constantly trying to change others around us. That when they will change, then I will be pain-free and I'm going to be happy. Think about it. When other people want us to change, can we change? If others want us to change, why are we not able to change? What are the reasons why we can't change? A, maybe I'm very comfortable with the way I'm living my life. My habit, my sanskara has already formed. B, I'm not willing to change. I'm happy the way I'm living and I think this is the right way of living. And to be honest with you, the most important factor is that maybe I want to change, but I'm not able to change. And that is the case with everybody. Everyone wants to change, to do the right things, to live happy. But because of their habits, because of their sanskaras, they're not able to change. They want to change. And when they are not able to change, then we get into the conflict that she cheated me. He cheated me. I trusted him, but he didn't trust me, or he did this. I constantly am adjusting to his needs, his way of living. But in return, I don't get that, and that's why I'm in pain. So, I don't trust them, they don't trust me, and pain continues to radiate through our minds and body, and then we are filled with mental and physical stress that causes disease. So how should we resolve this? Let me tell you, everybody knows everything, and the things that I share with you here are also not new. We all know it. People don't need advice. What they need is just give your love to empower them. Just give your love and your trust to empower them. And when we empower other people who live with us, then with that empowerment, at least they will think about changing. When we continue to give love, even if we are not able to resolve the issue, two things will happen. One is that we maintain our peace, we secure our peace, we are in harmony. Because the relationship is important to us. If we think the relationship is very important to us, then what do we do if there's a conflict? We drop that conflict. So 50% of the puzzle is resolved, because it's always 50-50. 50% argument from me and 50% coming from the other person. So the moment I know and understand that this is a very important relationship and I must maintain that relationship, then if I drop that conflict, instantly I resolve the issue 50%, and then I maintain my peace. And I empowered the other person. Instead of criticizing the other person, I've empowered them. And in that empowerment, there is a chance, a very big chance that things get resolved. Otherwise, we are constantly fighting the battles every moment with the people who we spend every day. Because the most important thing is to heal myself first. Because when we are in conflict, we are in pain. And when we are in pain, then we are not in our control. We are angry, we are upset, we might say things that can hurt other people, but we can also give hurt to ourselves. So when we heal ourselves by having this knowledge, and by doing yogic practices, by doing meditation, by doing pranayama techniques, practices, what happens? We increase that healing power within us. We learn how to live life on daily basis. From moment to moment, we are in our control. And when we learn this secret of life, that how to live pain-free. See what happens when situation comes, say somebody said something which caused pain in my mind. Then someone said something that didn't cause the pain. Here's what happens. Someone said something not very nice. Then I internalize that situation, and now the internal dialogue starts to happen, right? Oh, she did this to me. He did this to me. He said this to me. Wow, and I'm going to repeat that 50 times in my mind. And he said it only once. 50 times I repeated that internal dialogue is taking place, and that's what I created my own pain. And now I'm radiating that pain in all over my body and mind. And then I say, you caused that hurt. So who's causing hurt here? We all agree? We cause our own hurt. We created it. Can we decreate it? Just by having this knowledge and understanding that tomorrow he might say again the same thing, she might say again the same thing, but I will not get hurt. Because I control my own destiny. To create pain is something that I don't want to do. So I stay in peace. I heal myself from that pain. The moment I start healing my pain and I maintain that harmony, that peace, majority of the conflict is resolved. It's not important who wins or who loses. What's important? I stay happy, others stay happy, and we maintain important, loving relationships in our life. And when we learn this secret, then we live pain-free life. No matter where we go, who we have to deal with, whatever situation we have to interact with, whatever people we have to interact with, it does not matter. Why? Because we have abundance of peace. We have abundance of joy. We have healing power that we have created through this higher knowledge and through this yogic practice within us. That is stronger than the conflicts that arrive outside. Situations always come from outside, but resolution comes from inside. So when there is light inside, when we are able to see things with clarity of mind, with the intellectual powers, then something very divine, something very miraculous start to happen in our life. Each day we have taken a new birth. We are reborn. Every day with this knowledge we are reborn. We are not the same person. So we wake up and we are shocked that today I was not reactive. Today anybody said anything, but that didn't cause pain. That means now I am moving upwards. The practices of yoga that I'm doing are the right practices because I'm seeing results. Because I'm living every moment with peace and happiness, and others do not have the ability to affect my life. Others cannot snatch the laughter and peace of my every moment of my every day till the last breath. I control my destiny. I am the master of every moment. So when conflicts arrive in relationships, it's what I choose to do will make things different. The idea is to not live in pain. The moment you feel that I am living in pain, do something about it. Understand, diagnose that pain, and do not try to change others. And the last thing is, most importantly, what we do when we are in pain and we think we are right, the other person is wrong. At that time, there is anger, there is frustration in our mind. We rush to go to the other person to resolve it. That is not the time to resolve it. Scriptures teach us, first heal yourself, heal your pain. The moment you are pain-free, and then find the right time to have that communication. It's okay to tell others that maybe it should be done differently. Not you're right or I'm wrong, but how about if we do this, we both will benefit. But timing has to be right. So there are three things very important. Timing has to be right, and that's our in yogic scriptures. Time, kal. Time has to be right to communicate when in conflict. Then place has to be right. Sthan. That where are you talking about that? If you're standing in front of 100 people and there you start arguing, then that's not the right place. There has to be the right place, the right time, and then 3, it has to be the right patra, right person. Because someone who is not willing to listen, then don't even try and maintain your peace. So small, simple learning, wisdom, it helps us to lead a life that is filled with happiness, because in order for us to focus, concentrate, to become one with our spirit, to merge with our inner powers that we are born with, number one priority is that we stay happy. When we are happy, then we radiate that positive energy, then we are generating hormones chemicals inside of our body. There are stress-free hormones, and we feel light and we become victorious. But the moment we are in pain, we are not focused, we cannot concentrate, we are radiating so much pain that gives cause to anger, frustration, sadness, worry, stress, tension. So when mind is full of tension, stress, pain, frustration, worry, then small little day-to-day activities can cause lot of heaviness. So possible becomes impossible. Very important to understand. So with these words of wisdom, we'll start our today's yogic stretches. Let's go ahead and stand up.